The waiting is over, we are back. We are here in Dover at the mighty Dover Castle.
This is Most Haunted live at Christmas, and with your help, we hope to solve a 200-year-old Christmas murder mystery.
Hello and welcome to Most Haunted Live at Christmas. We're here in Dover at the mighty Dover Castle, where we hope Most Haunted crew will experience some kind of paranormal activity, and hopefully our spiritualist medium Derek Akora can solve a murder mystery.
And as you can hear, I'm with an audience here in the presence room. These people have come from across the United Kingdom to witness tonight's live interactive experiment. I'm here in the presence room. This room is so called because this is the room where people were brought to be in the presence of the king. Lots of kings have been here, King Henry II, King Henry VIII, and there is so much history to Dover Castle. Over 2,000 years of history. In fact, there's more history here than any other fortress in the whole of the United Kingdom. We have dozens of cameras throughout this castle. Here they are. Outside now we're also looking at the spiral stairs. That is the King's chamber. We're now moving to the guard room. We're also now looking at the presence window here in the presence chamber. And also those shots now are coming to you from the battlements, and it's here that it's said that there is a drummer boy who was beheaded. I'll tell you more about that. And he said, or the ghost of him is said to appear at every full moon on those battlements. Now, we hope to solve a number of issues, a number of those stories that you've heard from Dover. What about this drummer boy? The drummer boy was in the Napoleonic Wars. He was carrying goods from the garrison down one of the tunnels underneath Dover Castle. There are 3.5 miles of tunnels underneath this castle. He was then attacked by thieves, and they stole what he was carrying. They also beheaded him. And this boy is then said to haunt Dover Castle every full moon at midnight. Tonight, we hope, with the help of Derek Akora, that we'll be able to tell you for the first time who that drummer boy is and also who killed him. So let's go over to Yvette now to find out more about tonight.
So why have we chosen Dover Castle to investigate? Well, many people that work here and who visited here have experienced some very strange paranormal activity. But what's Dover Castle's history, and who are the ghosts that are said to haunt here? Dover Castle, the first line of land defence against European enemies for half a millennium. Beneath the castle, over 3 miles of winding tunnels dug into limestone. They've been used to house prisoners of war, as hospitals, and during World War II as a refuge for those rescued at Dunkirk, as well as a communication centre and infirmary. Their legacy is a host of ghostly sightings.
Basically, we need to do the baseline experiments, especially the EMF experiment, to eliminate other occurring sources of electromagnetic fluctuations, such as TVs, computers, power lines, that sort of thing. Then when we do the EMF experiments, for instance, we have a guideline that we can use for any EMF fluctuations that we may get on the night of the investigation. Now, we've used another experiment which is using a trigger object. Basically, you put the object down on a piece of paper, draw around it, seal the room, and see what happens to it, see if you get any movement. Hopefully some kind of spirit will interact with the trigger object. Well, here at Dover Castle, we actually sport for choice for rooms to locate our experiments in. We've actually chosen the guard room in the keep. It has quite a long association with the ghost of a pikeman that has been seen in the area.
Our paranormal investigator, Phil Wyman, has been taking temperature and EMF readings throughout the grounds as part of our baseline experiments. If Dover Castle is to reveal any of its secrets, Phil will be on hand to collect the scientific evidence.
Now also, of course, as well as you at home being really important to run this experiment, so are our panel of experts, and they're here to kind of decipher what's going on tonight. And I'm delighted to welcome two of our regulars back. Firstly, Dr. Matthew Smith, a psychologist.
Hello.
Hello, good evening. Now, Dudley Castle for you at Halloween was an experience. You've come back. Why?
Well, that's right. Well, Dudley Castle was very interesting. On Halloween, we had lots of people having experiences, phoning in and seeing things on the webcam. So we've come here to Dover Castle, where, again, many people have had experiences. So we hope tonight, with the cameras here, we can record some of this on tape.
Now, I remember you being a cynic. Are you more cynical or are you more open-minded than you were before?
I would maybe describe myself as sceptical rather than cynical. I'm quite open-minded. I'm quite willing to see some kind of evidence, but I may be more sceptical in the interpretation of evidence than some people.
Okay, now I know that our audience here want to know, do you believe yes or no?
I'll tell you near midnight.
Yes
maybe.
or no, Matthew?
I'm willing to believe if we see some evidence.
Okay, I'll come back to you with that one. And also Richard Felix, great to see you as well. You're a historian. Much history. I alluded to some of the history in Dover. Is it a good place to be?
Oh, yes, you've already said 2,000 years of history. This place is the gateway to England. Everybody that came in, this is only, 20 miles from Europe, and had to be defended.
Okay, fantastic. Now, we are running this live interactive experiment, which I keep talking about. Matthew, what do we want people at home to do?
What's the chance for people at home to actually take part in the investigation? And in fact, they can lead it. They can tell us exactly where we should go investigate and when. And they do that by phoning in, texting in, or sending emails to tell us exactly where we should take Yvette and the rest of the team.
Okay, so how does that work? You know, they choose a location?
Well, there are 6 locations that we've identified within the castle, which, again, people have had experiences there in the past. So we would expect there to be some activity there tonight.
Okay, so we want people at home to ring in or text in or go to the website and tell us where to send Yvette and the rest of the team.
Right.
Okay, well, there are 6 locations, as you say. This is where they are. The first of those locations is the murder wall. There, it's highlighted. The second, the battlements. Thirdly, the World War II tunnels. There are 3.5 miles of those tunnels. Fourthly, the King's Chamber, which is here within the keep. Fifthly, the guardroom. And then finally, number 6, the Presence Chamber. Where do you think is the most paranormal activity in this castle? And we'll send Yvette and the rest of the Most Haunted Live team to investigate. Let's go over now to Yvette to see where she is in the castle.
This is Most Haunted Live at Christmas, and I just happen to be in St John's Tower, which is probably one of the most paranormally active places within Dover Castle. Now, it is a very, very overwhelming place. It may not look that much, but when you're actually here with the very long tunnels behind you, it's quite a frightening place to be. Now, 2 people that work here refused to come back because they actually saw a swinging, well, what can only be described as a human being from the roof there. Very strange noises are heard here, moans, taps, groans, all kinds of things. And it's certainly somewhere I would not like to be on my own at all. I mean, we've been here, the crew and myself, and the odd person has made the odd bash or crash, and I'm jumping already. Are there any readings at all on the EMF?
Not at the moment.
Nothing at all?
Nothing.
Keep walking around. I think maybe we should just turn the lights off. Are we all happy about that? Is everybody fine? Yeah. Okay, let's turn the lights off then. Okay. That's a really, really scary place. I'll just walk around here for a little bit. I can't feel anything. It's very, very cold in here.
Yeah.
Really cold.
But it's open at the top though.
Is it?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
There's nothing at all. It's drafty as well. The big drafts coming up here. Can you imagine what those women must have thought when they were walking down here, looked up there and saw what they described as like a human torso dangling from the top there?
Not a pretty sight.
Not nice at all, is it? I don't feel anything. I just feel, unless, oh my God. All the lights have gone off there. Oh, look at that. Oh. Now through that tunnel there, of course, is the murder wall at the end. I don't know, well, it looks scary, but there are lots of scary places here.
Yep.
I know, I would like to get Derek in actually. I don't know, should we? What do you reckon? Yeah? All right, we need Derek in if that's all right. David, can you send Derek over to us, please?
Well, Yvette certainly seems as though she needs some help. So there is one man who can help her. He's very well known to Living TV audience, also to our audience here in Dover Castle. He's a clairvoyant. He's a clairaudient. Ladies and gentlemen, please will you welcome to Dover Castle, Derek Acora. That Derek is getting is absolutely fantastic. He's walking now to the presence chamber